What's up guys? Today we're going to talk about handheld microphones. So one of the most common things that we actually replace or repair is a handheld microphone. We actually spend thousands of dollars a year replacing, repairing, and getting things fixed on these. One of the most common places that we actually see these things break is right here at the antenna. It's very sensitive. So a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, you don't ever want to really store anything on top of these. You don't want to put down binders, notebooks, anything like that on top. Another thing you want to be careful of is when you're actually using the microphone, never do this. Never actually cover the antenna because that can interfere with the signal that's being sent. And if you hold it just like this, it kind of gets dangerous and it can slip in your hand and break right off. So another thing that you want to make sure of is that your antenna isn't wiggling, it's not wobbly, it's nice and solid in there. If it is, please submit a ticket and we can help you get that fixed. The other parts of the microphone that we're going to cover is the capsule. It's a little bit more robust, but it's also kind of fragile. So one of the things that we see very commonly is somebody will put it down on top of a desk and it'll roll off, land on the capsule, and we actually have to replace that capsule. So we've gone ahead and placed a couple of mic clips right next to the desk in all the Life Kids rooms. Please use those, make sure they're nice and secure right in there. So right now we're going to talk about the headset microphones that you guys use. The number one spot that we want to be careful of is the microphone itself, which is actually at the end of this, and then the little fuzzy part that goes over the mic. We want to make sure that this stays with the microphone and it's always on. If it comes off, you can get a lot of loud plosive noise, which is when you breathe into the mic or you say a T or a P and the speaker kind of pops. The other part I'm going to cover is this guy right here. This is the connector that goes into your belt pack. We want to make sure that this doesn't get bent and that it's always plugged in straight, and there's even a little screw on right here that you can use to assure that it's nice and secure. So this is your belt pack for the headset microphone. The number one thing that we want to really be careful of is this antenna right here. Make sure that you're not bending it, that you're not holding it from the mic or from the belt pack. And the other thing that we want to make sure is that it doesn't get sat on or anything like that, because this can actually be bent and broken very easily. So in between services, just be careful of that you're not sitting down or bending, because it can happen very, very easily. The other thing we want to make sure of is that just don't take these into the bathroom with you, because we've seen some stuff and it's not fun. And then the last thing that we want to make sure of is that in between weekends, when you're done using the mic, that you disconnect it from the belt pack and store them just a little bit apart from each other.